Sit where no one will ask you to move. A few days ago, I witnessed a scene that reminded me of a wise saying. Sit where no one will ask you to get up. My late uncle and father-in-law were treasure troves of wisdom. They had countless educational stories, profound advice, and etiquette-filled sayings committed to memory. I consider myself fortunate to have spent a great deal of time with them. Throughout my life, I have benefited from their guidance as much as possible, and by the grace of Allah, I have seen excellent results. My uncle often narrated a lengthy story that contained numerous pearls of wisdom. One of its most memorable lessons was, sit where no one will ask you to get up. At first glance, it seems like a simple and straightforward statement, but it carries a deep ocean of wisdom within it. Recently, I attended a relative's wedding with some family members. The wedding hall was beautifully decorated. In front of the stage were several comfortable sofa-style seats. The first 2 rows had been reserved with ropes, while the next 2 rows were open for guests. Around them were regular chairs arranged neatly with elegant tables. After greeting relatives and friends, some of my companions suggested, "Let's sit on these sofas." I politely declined and said, "My uncle taught me a lesson. Sit where no one will ask you to get up." They replied, "You have multiple family connections with this household, and we are also related from different sides. If we don't sit here, who will?" I smiled, excused myself, and moved toward the regular seating area. A few relatives joined me, while others stayed on the sofas. Gradually, the hall filled up. After some time, the host approached those seated on the sofas and politely requested that they move to other seats. They complied and relocated to a table some distance away from us. However, 2 gentlemen took offense. Pretending to answer a phone call, they left the hall and never returned. Dear friends, hosts often have their own constraints and responsibilities. Sometimes they must reserve certain seats for special guests, whether they like it or not. Therefore, it is wise to avoid occupying designated or prestigious seats on your own. If you truly deserve such honor, the host will personally invite you to sit there. Some people automatically occupy reserved seats and even take places intended for special guests or dignitaries. This not only embarrasses the host, but may also lead to their own embarrassment later. There is another lesson worth remembering. If you are sitting with friends or family and the host invites you to the stage or a special seat, first, thank the host and politely express your preference to remain with your companions. If the host insists, seek permission from your companions before moving. Do not abruptly leave your companions without acknowledgement. If someone more deserving arrives, gladly give up your seat. Never put the host under unnecessary pressure because of your presence. Make things easier for them. If you do not receive the recognition or attention you believe you deserve, accept it gracefully and move on. My dear friends, make this a principle of life. Sit where no one will ask you to get up. That way, even if you ever have to leave your seat, you will do so without feeling insulted or disappointed. Personally, I prefer sitting at the foot of a charpoy, in the back rows of gatherings, or quietly to one side during memorial gatherings, simply so that I may sit where no one will ask me to get up. Even in the mosque, I often choose a place to one side. However, there the intention is different. It is an act of selflessness, hoping that someone else may attain the reward of standing in the front row. Final request. This article has been written with sincere intentions for the benefit of all. If you find wisdom in it, please share it with others for their benefit as well. Thank you.